Someone once said, what's considered crazy in one season is counted as faith in another season. Some people will argue and say, well, if you're going through pain, most likely God didn't give you instructions to do that because God is not going to let you go through anything that's going to cause you pain. I would argue and say, I believe it is God who says that he will test your heart. If you don't believe me, read the Bible. It's there over and over again. And in fact, that's actually demonstrated in the Bible over and over again. Every time God gave somebody instructions, there was a series of tests that followed those instructions. I mean, just read the book of Job. I believe Satan actually went to God for permission to test Job. And then it was God who gave Satan the parameters for how he was allowed to test Job. I believe it was God who told Abraham to sacrifice Isaac, and I believe it was God who sent Jesus to die on the cross. So all I'm saying is faith doesn't look like what the average person thinks it should look like. And in fact, when you're following God's instructions, most of the time it will make sense to nobody except for you and God. People will literally think you're crazy. But that don't mean because it doesn't make sense to anyone else that you shouldn't follow the instructions. In fact, you're held accountable for the instructions whether or not it makes sense to anyone else. So all I'm saying is what's considered crazy in one season is counted as faith in another season.